phone invasion. 10 years ago, most adults had regular cell phones. Now people have smartphones. With smartphones, you can not only call people, but you can also go online, download new games, calculate a math problem, organize your schedule, and more. Smartphones are really helpful. Even kids have cell phones now. People use their phones a lot these days, especially when they are waiting. People do not like to be bored, so they go on their phones. A lot of news reports are saying that people are looking at their phones way too much. People look at their phones when they are with others, and that is bad. Being addicted to something is never good. When you go into a restaurant and look at other customers, most of them have phones in their hands. They would rather text, play a game, or go online than talk to the people around them. Some restaurants have even offered a free meal or a discount if customers are willing not to use their phones for an entire hour. People also use their phones before they sleep. This is bad for them, because it makes it harder for them to go to sleep. The light from the phone tricks our bodies into thinking we need to be awake. A female boxer. Emma's dream was to be a boxer. All her life, she was told that she couldn't be a boxer because she was a girl. She was told that she should just get a regular job. Her parents told her that she would be killed one day if she kept boxing. It was hard to hear you can't all the time. Emma was still determined to prove everyone wrong. Emma's life was hard. Girls didn't like her, because they thought she was too manly. Guys didn't like her, because they thought she wasn't as good at boxing as they were. Because of all this, Emma didn't have any friends at school. She always sat alone in the cafeteria, and it was hard for her to find partners for group projects. However, Emma did have friends from her boxing class. They were all female boxers. They understood what Emma was going through because they were in the same position. All they had was each other. They were a family. Because of this, Emma was always excited for boxing class. One day, she was going to be a famous boxer. Only then would everyone regret how they treated her. Eye problems. Stella was practically blind without her glasses. Her family was not blessed when it came to vision. Everyone in her family wore glasses, contact lenses, or had their vision corrected. Stella had to wear thick glasses because her prescription was 20/100ths. This means that she sees at 20 feet what a normal person sees at 100 feet. Stella felt like people who had 20/20 vision didn't understand how lucky they were. A common problem Stella had was not knowing where her glasses were. There was a time when she knocked her glasses off the desk and spent an hour looking for them. Another problem was that glasses just made her look more nerdy. Stella slept over at her friend's house and had to drive home the next morning. When she opened her car door, she realized that she wasn't wearing her glasses. It must have slipped her mind. Stella knocked on her friend's door. There was no one inside. Her friend had just left. Stella couldn't drive back home. She would definitely get in a car accident. Stella waited outside her friend's doorstep. Eventually, she fell asleep. When her friend came back, Stella was too tired to drive, so she just stayed at her friend's house again. Every day is your last. Kathy did the same thing every day, and she didn't mind too much. She wakes up at 6 a.m. every morning, eats cereal, goes to school, and then goes home. She has a few friends, but she doesn't hang out with them outside of school. Kathy usually just reads books and watches TV shows when she has free time. Kathy was walking to school as she usually does. All of a sudden, a car hit her. Kathy was knocked out with blood everywhere. She went to the hospital, and her family and friends visited her. The doctor told them that Kathy was miraculously alive. Even though she was hurt pretty badly, she was perfectly fine. Kathy's parents and friends kissed Kathy. Kathy felt very lucky. She decided that she would live like every day was her last. Every day, she tried to do something meaningful, and every day, she wrote in a diary. The day after getting discharged from the hospital, Kathy tried a new ice cream flavor. She usually gets vanilla, but she tried chocolate fudge and loved it. She also went skydiving. At school, Kathy started joining more clubs. In a weird way, she was glad she got hit by a car. Bad guy gone good. Donald is getting out of jail today after 5 years. He was in jail for hurting a convenience store manager. Donald had stolen food from the convenience store, and the manager ran after him. Donald punched the manager and ran away with the food. Shortly after, the police got him. While Donald was in jail, he promised that he would change his life around if he got out of jail. He saw some scary stuff while he was in jail. Jail was a whole other world. It was almost like high school but worse. There were cliques, where the tough guys tried to scare everyone. Donald tried to stay away from trouble. When Donald got out of jail, he smelled the fresh air. It felt great being out. He went to the convenience store he stole from. The manager saw him, and grabbed the phone immediately. Donald assured him that he didn't want to hurt him. "I want to apologize for what I did. I stole food, because I was homeless. I'm not trying to make excuses for how I hurt you, though." Donald gave the manager an envelope with $1,000 inside. "I know it doesn't make up for everything, but I was saving up this money for 5 years in jail," Donald said. The manager gave him a hug.